What's up, guys? It's your girl, Ryden, and we are kicking it here on Gray Area with my girl, Vanessa. Vanessa is a house music producer, DJ, and she has released records on Dirty Bird, Sweat It Out, Black Book Records, you name it. And she is currently on tour all over the West Coast. And I'm so excited to have her today for our Spotlight series, which highlights the stories behind the artists, behind the music. So welcome, Vanessa, to Gray Area.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How you doing, girl?
Doing good. Just went for a walk, had some oatmeal. It's been a slow day, but nice.
Probably pretty nice for you to like have days like that, right? Like oatmeal and walk days.
I definitely need it.
Are you currently, I know you have like a bunch of tour dates right now. Are you like right in between two different ones or two different shows?
No, not right now. I don't think I have anywhere till Sunday. I'm playing Audiotistic in San Diego on Sunday.
Oh,
and then I have my friend's wedding this weekend, so just chilling until then.
Okay, first of all, I love weddings. Am I the only person? I never get invited, but I love them. They're so fun.
I haven't been to a lot of them. I've only been to like 2 or 3 weddings.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because it's like the first one where like one of my good friends is getting married. It's usually like family or something, but I'm really excited.
Yeah, those are the only ones. I don't know if it's just because like we're not at the age yet where all our friends are like getting married. But
yeah.
The only ones I've been to have been like the friend of a friend or like a family friend makes you come and then you sit there awkwardly and you're like trying so hard to explain to people what you do for a living.
Yeah, that's my wedding experience. So I'm like, okay, I think this one will be a little more fun maybe.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Are you going to make a speech since it's like a close friend?
I hope not.
I don't have anything
prepared. So
where's the wedding at?
Somewhere near Santa Barbara, I think.
Okay. So you're in Cali right now.
Yeah, I'm in LA. I live in LA.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, because I saw in your bio that you're from Newport Beach.
Yeah, I'm from Orange County and I just moved to LA maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
I'm also from well, technically, I guess is it OC? I went to Brea Linda High School.
Brea Linda?
Yeah, it's in Brea.
I think that's LA. Is Brea LA?
Brea's kind of LA, and it's like I feel like my parents referred to it as both LA and Orange County when I was a kid.
Okay. I mean, I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
but
Newport's a lot fancier than us. Newport is so much like everyone knows Newport, no one knows Brea.
Yeah, well, there was a TV show about Newport.
Yeah.
I think that's mainly why.
Yeah. Did you like Newport?
Yeah, it was cool. I just got to go to the beach after school all the time, and I was on surf team. That was really fun.
No, you were a surf team girl?
Yeah.
That is so cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to learn surfing, but so I wear contacts. I'm not naturally gifted with perfect eyesight like some people. Yeah. And so I am terrified of first of all, I'm a really good swimmer. I was on swim team, but I need goggles. You were on swim team?
Yeah.
Yes, swim girls. You have to, because it is so scary to be out there in the waves if you're not a strong swimmer.
Yeah.
What was your stroke of special?
Breaststroke. I did breaststroke. And I also did individual medleys too.
Oh, wow.
What did you do?
I was best at backstroke, but I also was not.
Yeah. I wasn't very good on swim team.
Because backstroke is I was the fastest person in backstroke, but the problem is when there's nothing to track you, you can't stay in a straight line.
Yeah, well, they didn't have the flags or anything, or
some indoor competitions did, and then some were well, you can out of your peripheral see the lanes, right? And I'm like, no, I can't.
Oh yeah, because they have them marked on the side too. Yeah.
Yeah. And at some point they just flipped me over and we're like, never mind, she's a freestyle swimmer.
Yeah.
But breaststroke is the hardest. No, butterfly is the hardest. I think breaststroke is the second hardest one.
Yeah, butterfly is the hardest, I think.
Dude,
I mean, I thought breaststroke was easy. It's just swimming like a frog. That's how I would do it anyways,
Do you keep I think maybe that's why I never got it down right. It was I didn't know how to ergonomically, you need to, everything is about water flow with swimming.
Yeah.
And I was you need to put your head down at the right time.
Yeah.
bad at it.
It's
And
so funny.
whoever invented butterfly is like, that is the most awkward looking thing. What
No
the, were
one's
you
ever
drowning?
swam like that, like naturally. That's not a thing. Like
No, nobody is
really
like
weird.
flailing. I don't know why I'm
Yeah, no.
demonstrating.
No one's ever swam like that ever, unless they had to do the butterfly. Like,
No. Have you ever seen someone go, have you ever seen a lifeguard go, oh my God, someone's drowning over there. Let me get to them.
I know exactly. It's so weird. Like, who invented that? We need to phase this out.
That's amazing though. And surf team, by the way, for those of y'all who don't know, surf team in OC is like a serious, serious thing. We like invented surf. Like if you're in any of the coastal cities and like San Clemente and stuff like that, if you're like a skateboarder, surfer, any of that stuff, like you are pretty much the shit. So like props to you. Yeah. Do you still surf at all?
I haven't done it in a long time. I took a trip to Costa Rica to visit my mom because my mom's from Costa Rica. I took a trip like a few months ago and I did a little bit of surfing, but I haven't done it in like years.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it anymore. And I feel like I'm not as fearless as I was when I was younger. Now I'm like, oh, that wave's too big. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, you know why? It's because now we have shit on the line. Like we
I know, right? I'm not made of rubber anymore.
I know. And I think you're also just like, as you get older, like past, I don't know, like 16, you become like acutely aware of the fact that you can actually die and like injure yourself.
Yeah. And I think like a big part of it too is like, at least with like skateboarding and like other stuff, it's like, well, if I break my leg, I have to go to the hospital and pay a giant bill. And then I can't work for like a month because I have a broken leg. So I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah. No, I was heavy into skateboarding for a minute, and then that was the same thing. I was like, maybe not rip my face off just because I'm trying to like ollie over a curve.
Yeah, I feel like it's part of becoming an adult, realizing how dangerous things are and just not taking the risk.
We're so adulting so well right now.
I know. I just ate breakfast at 2 p.m., but I'm an adult.
Yes. Tell me you're an artist without telling me you're an artist.
I know. For real.
That's dope though, because I also know you played drums and like classical instruments in high school also, right?
Yeah, I played clarinet for a while. I played cello for a while. And then I played guitar and ukulele like just on my own. And I was really into surfing in high school. And then after high school, I started playing drums. And that's when I kind of was like, okay, bye surfing. I'm gonna play drums. And then I started DJing. I was like, okay, bye drums. I'm gonna DJ.
Thank you, next.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it that attracted you? Like, what was it that attracted you to drums? And then what made you go, okay, bye drums, I'm gonna go into like DJing?
I don't know. I knew how to do like I knew how to play like two different drum beats. And I had a friend that lived right near me and she played guitar and she's like, let's just start a band. I'm like, okay. So I started taking like drum lessons and stuff and improving and trying to like get serious with drums and stuff. So I think it just became something that I just wanted to accomplish in the beginning. I just wanted to like get it down and just be a good drummer. It's like the main thing that's just what I wanted.
Did you have like a favorite song or favorite like drum solo that you like to play?
No, we didn't really do that many covers. We kind of just did like originals, but
Oh,
kind of all stems from just like basic like rock beats,
yeah. Do you find that like I think for all of us artists, it's that way. Like, do you find that little elements of kind of like your musical history make its way into your production now?
I didn't think so, but a lot of people tell me that they can hear like my sound and hear different elements in all of my songs. So I don't really notice it. I just notice what sounds I like and I use them all the time. But I guess that's what becomes like your style. So it's kind of like subconscious. You do it subconsciously. Like you don't know that you're making I don't know that I'm making a Vanessa track until it's done and everyone's like, oh yeah, this sounds like you. I'm like, okay, I don't know.
You're like, well, the thing is, because you are Vanessa, right? So whatever track you make is going to be a Vanessa track. And I think that's
Right.
the
Yeah, that's
beauty of
true.
like artistry. So
That's true.
because you can evolve and it will still be a Vanessa track. It'll be the new
Right.
version of a Vanessa track, you know?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Kanye said, if you want the old Kanye, buy my old album.
Yeah, true. I mean, I feel like we're always just trying to progress, like move forward and progress. And like, you don't really do that by continuing old patterns. You kind of
Yeah.
have to create new ways and like keep moving on with the things you like, I guess.
What made you fall in love with like the style of house music that you make now?
Um, I don't know, just everything, I guess. Like just kind of like the people that go to those kind of shows, like the
Mm,
vibe of those shows. Like I just feel like everyone's so friendly and nice. And I felt like I just really connected with the scene. And like I was like, these are my people. This is my music. Like it just
yeah,
everything came together, you know. I felt more at home at like the house stages going to festivals than I did at like all the other stages. I didn't know how to dance. I didn't know what to do. And then we would go to the house stages. I'm just like, oh, okay,
I
like
can do
I
this.
can get down with this. Like,
This I can do.
yeah, exactly.
Would you remember like what the first house show you ever went to was, or the first artist that you saw that like really impacted you and what that was like?
You know, to be honest, it was just local DJs.
Oh,
They
sick.
would do like a Friday night at this like rock venue I used to go to. They would do every Friday, they would do like a house night. And I started going there and just like watching just like the local DJs in like Costa Mesa and stuff. So and then would go to their other shows that they had too and just kind of like watch them. So I feel like that they were like the biggest influence to me in the very beginning.
Just like being around the scene essentially. So
Yeah, and then and then I just discovered like Justin Martin, Claude Von Stroke, and Justin J, and all those guys, and kind of like started going to those kind of shows like Dirty Bird, like more like tech house kind of shows.
yeah.
After I like kind of figured out like which style of like music I really liked.
How would you describe your music? Because I feel like, you know, every artist has when you release a record, right? Like all these articles come out and everyone is like, oh, and this is like a house heavy track reminiscent of like Berlin days. And how do you describe yourself?
Um, I guess I would say it's more of like melodic. I
Mm,
like to put like arps and like different like melodies in my music. I don't usually like to just have it just like a straight beat. Like I like to put a lot of like pretty like elements into it, but I also really like old like classic drums like just like the classic like snares, like super reverb like 80s snares.
yeah.
So I don't know, maybe like classic melodic break tech house. I don't know.
A Vanessa track. Never mind.
Yeah.
I did see you tweeted that you don't like using sends. And that was like this controversial tweet.
Why? Because I'm like, why is this so reverbed out? There's nothing on it. I don't see any automation. What's going on? And I'll, dissect the entire track and then be like, oh, there's a send. It's going to ascend. It's like one of
Okay.
those things where it's like you just have to turn it on and off and it'll work again. It's like when I can't be bothered. It's like I need to see the actual automation. I can't be bothered to look at this other channel. And also, I want to use all different kinds of reverbs and echoes and stuff like that. I don't want to just use just this one.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, but to each their own. That's just my workflow. Everyone, that's the one thing about Ableton and like these like programs that I love the most is that just to accomplish one thing, there's 20 different ways to do it. So
Yeah.
there's no right way or a wrong way. It's just your way, whatever way you do it. And it's not wrong. It's not right. That's just the way I do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's yeah, because as you're saying that, I can hear every mix engineer ever like cringing. But at the same time, I always say this, it's like just use your ears. Like
Yeah.
if it works, it works. No fan is listening to your record being like, I bet she didn't use a send.
Yeah,
Like it's like
exactly.
nobody
Exactly.
cares.
That's how I feel about a lot of synths too. It's like, it is really cool. I really like using like my actual hardware, but when it comes to like super like expensive synths, it's like at the end, like people that listen to your music aren't going to be sitting around and being like, oh, I wonder if this is a real 303. Like they're not, if it sounds good, it sounds good.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean, there is something special about using old hardware and stuff, but especially in the beginning, if you can't afford stuff and use whatever sounds good, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And honest, I think people forget that you can literally just take a sample of a real one and drop that shit in a sampler. You pretty much have a real instrument. It's not exact,
Yeah.
but it's pretty close, you know?
But yeah, I mean, those are all kind of tricks that like it took me a long time to learn that stuff. So
Yeah,
like
same.
beginners, to all the beginners, don't waste your money on a lot of expensive synths. You don't need it. For now,
You
anyways. You don't need it
listen,
for now.
if you can't make it with plugins, you don't need the synth yet.
Yeah, exactly. Figure out the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
And like I know this from experience. Figure out the rest of the stuff and everything will just come into place. You don't need all that expensive equipment till later, I guess.
Do you
If at
have like
all.
go-to things that you always reach for and grab? Like I have like a template now because I just already know what I'm going to do roughly, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I tried to do the template, but I kind of like just like doing everything from scratch because I feel like that's kind of like my warm up is like it's like setting your canvas, and I feel like it just kind of gets me in like the groove of things, like setting it all up. But
Yeah. Yeah.
as far as plugins, there's a lot of Yuhi plugins I really like. Um, Diva,
Yep.
Repro 1, I really like. Repro 5 is good too. And then there's a bunch of free ones I use all the time. There's Zebralet, which is like a free one of the Zebra one they have.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's a smaller version, but I use that one a lot. And then there's this other one. I forget what it's called, but it's like every synth is named after a cheese, and there's like
What?
500 cents, and like it's like Gouda 1, Gouda 2, cheddar, and you don't know what any of those sound like. So it's
That's
kind of like
amazing.
a grab bag. It's fun to use because it's just like, what's
I
this one?
the cheese synth.
I forget what it's called. It's a cheese synth.
You have to let me because I've never heard of that one, but I would.
I'm pretty sure it's free on Yuhi's website.
Okay. And you just type in Gouda 1 Brie
Yeah,
7.
it's like I forgot. I'll find it and I'll let you know. But yeah, if you just
Okay.
go on their website, they have a bunch of free ones,
Yeah, yeah.
free cents, man. That's where it's
Free
at.
cents. Plus Black Friday is coming up, so everyone can go grab the ones hella
Yeah,
cheap too.
that's one of my favorite bundles is the Sound Toys bundle. I use Sound Toys
Same.
on every track. There's like Decapitator I use, Little Ultra Boy, which is like a vocal, like
Yes. A
messes with the
formant.
vocals, pitching and stuff like that. And then there's Filter Freak, and there's just a ton of really good ones. And they do an amazing Cyber Monday or Black Friday sale, whatever it is. But they do like the whole pack for like half off,
Yeah.
which is like amazing. So I definitely recommend that to everybody.
Yeah. I think that's when I got Sound Toys also. I just wait for Black Friday every year.
Yeah, it's a good idea to wait to buy all the plugins that you really want, especially that one's a little bit pricier, but it's so worth it.
So worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it. Are you getting any non-music stuff for yourself on Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
The thing I really want right now is a new sound card, but I think I'm okay on equipment right now. I have my Novation Peak, I have a bass station, I have my Behringer like TD3, which is like a clone of like the 303 machine.
Yeah, sick.
What else? Oh, I have the Roland like drum machine. And I've been using so many like in-box stuff that I feel like I'm okay. I'm comfortable with what I have right now. So there's nothing really like on my like wish list right now. So I think
I
I'm
said
okay.
non-music stuff, girl.
Oh, non-music?
Proceeds to list all music items.
Non-music. I don't know what I want.
That's just what you spend all your money on, which, by the way, totally relatable because that shit is expensive.
Yeah, right. I know.
Although you did just get a new car.
I got a car.
Dude, that's huge.
I know. I was planning on getting a car in 2020 because I had all these really good shows lined up and festivals. Like I was working my ass off, and then, COVID hit, and instead of getting a new car, I had to sell my old car because it broke down.
Oh,
I sold it to the government for like $300 for parts.
oh my God.
So I went from almost getting a new car to selling my old car, but now I got one.
Yes. Wait, because you had the Explorer, right? I was trying to look.
I mean, I haven't had a car for like a year and a half now. Yeah.
Oh, so you have no car now.
I had no car. I had to sell it to the government because it broke down. And
Oh,
yeah, so I sold it and then I didn't have a car, but now I have a new car.
okay. That's I was like, wait, but she sold it, but then she kept the money and then she bought a new one, right? Okay, so now you have a car.
Yeah, I have a car now.
Okay. Well, congrats. You feel free to
You.
tell us about your new ride, but if not, congrats either way.
It's a RAV4 and I've named it the Rave 4.
Yes. Wait, can you change, like when the people take off that decal so it says
No,
3
I
instead of
should.
4? That would be sick.
That would be so funny.
Yeah. Do
Or
you
like a
go
license plate thing that's like, I'd rather be raving.
with like the lighted, like, dude, when I was in high school, this is so bad. I had like a rice rocket because obviously, like, you grew up in LA and you just like, I had the lights that flash with the music as you
Oh,
played.
cool.
I totally had a rave for.
They nowadays they call those Ubers.
Yeah. Facts. Do you like go off-roading and stuff? Because like if you guy now I just want to call it a rave for.
I drive to the airport in yoga. That's where I go. But it's my car's hybrid, which I was really happy about. And like I'm looking forward to driving it to like, like the other festivals like Camp Out and
Yeah.
like, like all the ones in Palm Springs and stuff, Coachella, like all that stuff. Like, because I have now it's like electric and or a hybrid. So my car before was like a gas guzzler. Now it's like I feel like I'm saving a lot of money on gas and I'm also like doing good for the environment. So
Yes. We love an environmentally conscious like house queen.
I would get a full electric plug-in, but I don't have a garage. So I'm like,
yeah. And
maybe I
plus
should get a
installing
garage first.
slight problem. I don't have a garage.
Yeah, I have a tiny apartment.
Do you remember was that your first car ever? The car that you just sold?
No, but my first car ever was also an Explorer.
Oh my, you're an Explorer girl.
I don't know. They last forever. I like the small SUVs.
Yeah.
Because
I'm about to probably get a small SUV also because I need more room because I have a huge ass dog and she don't fit in my little like two-door.
What kind of dog is it?
I have a white German Shepherd.
Ooh, that sounds pretty.
She's
I don't think
awesome.
I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a white German Shepherd before.
They're very rare. They're like so this is this is not an interview about German Shepherds, but they apparently like one of the first ever German Shepherds, I mean I could be wrong and Google could be wrong, was white, but Hitler had a black and tan one, and as Hitler did with everything, his version of the German Shepherd was what he considered ideal and pure, so he literally culled all the white ones from the breed, meaning he would literally get the puppies like killed off so the breed would eventually become black and tan.
Isn't that like the opposite of like what Hitler like?
Also, now we don't like white things.
Straight. What
I know.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, Hitler.
Just like, wow, how do you manage to be a terrible human on every level?
I know what.
So they're finally bringing it back, they're allowing them in the breed now, even though the AKC doesn't recognize them as like proper German Shepherds, but in Switzerland, they brought them back into the show ring and they just call them Swiss Shepherds. And now at least AKC will let you register them. You just can't show them in the ring as like German Shepherds. So this whole thing. I got into canine training like really, really heavy when I got her.
I want to see what it looks like.
Do you have a dog?
No, I wish.
I saw you post a German Shepherd looking dog in your story today.
I was with a German Shepherd yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was hoping that was your dog. I was like, we both have German Shepherds.
Oh, they're really pretty.
She looks like a dire wolf.
Yeah, it looks like a wolf.
Yeah.
Holy crap. If I saw this dog, I wouldn't know it was a German Shepherd even.
Yeah. Nobody ever realizes that.
How funny. Yeah, I did a photo shoot yesterday and the photographer had a German Shepherd dog. So she was the dog was her assistant.
I'm sure the dog helped a lot.
I told her like you should get a new assistant.
You're like, I don't know about you, but this first of all does not look like it's following COVID protocol. Like
I hope you're not paying her. You're intern,
she's just
right?
been sleeping and eating.
Yeah.
Do you
She
like
was really
photo?
cute though. She was sweet.
She looked so adorable.
Yeah, she was a little puppy.
Do you like photo shoots?
No. I just, I mean, no. I I hate them. I'm starting to get more comfortable doing them just because I feel like I've been doing them more often,
Yeah.
just for like content and just like press photos and stuff. So I'm getting more comfortable with them, but it's not, I like designing, like I like figuring out what to wear and the outfits
Mm.
and what the set's gonna look like. I like planning it out and stuff, but when I'm actually in front of the camera, it's not my favorite place to be.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward, right? Because first of all,
Yeah.
what's frustrating is the way you think you look is never the way you look when you look at the
Yeah.
camera.
Well, yeah, totally. And like, but it also helps when you have a good photographer, like
Yeah.
director there to like kind of give, because like I need direction. Like I don't know what to do with my
Yeah,
hands,
what do I do with my body?
Yeah. So I definitely need someone to be like, okay, do this. And if I don't have any of that, then I'm just like, oh, and I get insecure and get inside my head and stuff. And I don't, these are gonna be awful. But yesterday went really well. She was giving me a lot of direction and I felt like it was comfortable. So it was good.
I love the eye makeup look. Like side
I
note, I was
know
like so
that's
dope.
Victoria Rollins. I don't know if you
Yes.
know who she is, but she just took over the Dirty Bird radio show.
Oh, sick.
Um, yeah, it's called the Birdhouse, and she's like running it now, and she plays all vinyl. She streams. She's really cool, but she's also an amazing makeup artist. So she did this like crazy like 60s like eyeliner and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
amazing.
I love it. And it works perfectly for your style. Because by the way, I love that like you pick out your own pieces because you can tell it's like it's your thing, you know?
Yeah,
And I love that you love the
it's my clothes.
pigtails.
Oh, yeah. This is like, I don't know. I just gets the hair out of my face and stays untangled. So,
Girl, why do you think I always have a ponytail and both sides shave? I'm like, I don't want to
yeah,
constantly.
I'm
No.
ready to just cut it all off. I can't.
Dude, I shaved my entire head like 5 years ago. I was just pure Amber Rose, like bald. I was like,
I
I'm
want
done.
to do that, but oh,
Do
and
it.
that's all your hair now?
Girl, no, I have extensions.
Oh, I was like, damn.
No. I
I
like, I
would
mean,
do
my
that,
hair
but
comes to here, but these extra few inches are extensions.
okay, that's still pretty
You
long
like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it.
though.
I'm a big
Yeah,
body fan.
I don't I would really love to shave my head one day, but I think my head shape is really weird, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
I was scared of that too. I think that's why I started shaving a little bit at a time. And then I was
And
like,
what
okay,
was it okay? Like,
it was fine. It was, but I don't know. Like, I'm also, it was easier for me because I was already used to shaving most of my head,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know? So it's like the middle strip was not that much of a stretch after that,
yeah.
but
I
it
bet it
was
feels so
shocking.
good though.
What was dope was like every day being in the shower and just being like, all right, I'm done.
And then getting out, you don't have to blow dry, you don't do anything.
Nothing. And you can just, I just took the soap and was just like, I didn't even need shampoo or anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Guys don't understand how easy they have it.
They don't like, and I think also, like as a female, like I mean, I talk about this all the time because I get asked it too, but like, as
Mhm.
a woman in like an all male industry, like it is so hard to just like find like your placing, your sense of style in terms of like more
Yeah,
like, do I do more of the guy thing? Am I allowed to be feminine? Like,
yeah,
can I be girly or should I just rock up as a tomboy? Because that works in this world.
yeah,
And even down to like your music style and your personality and all that. Like we have to
yeah.
think about so many things.
I feel like for me, it was just kind of like, like I kind of just wanted to wear like looser clothes all the time. And like, kind of like, it's not only is it just my personal style, but it's like, I also just kind of feel like I didn't want like the natural, like when people think about like women doing like things in like male dominated industries, like the first thing that people like will think is like, oh, look, she's like wearing a low cut top. Like, no wonder she's where she is now or something. Or like, she probably slept with that guy to get there. So I'm just like, cover up. Like, I don't want like anybody saying that kind of stuff about me.
Mm,
just because it's like, that's not true at all, and like people shouldn't be thinking like that, but they do. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Yep.
So like, like if you want to wear a bikini top and DJ, and you totally should, that's your choice. But I just didn't want to receive comments about it, about any of that stuff. And also, I don't feel comfortable doing that, but I just didn't want the comments, because they're going to comment on you regardless because you're a woman. So I
Facts.
just didn't want anything else for them to like latch onto, kind of.
And I think that's so, it's so unfortunate though that a successful woman artist in our industry has to even have that thought process
Yeah.
before they go on camera, before they play a show, when they get ready in the morning. Because guess who doesn't have to have that conversation with themselves? The 99% of other men,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the fact that like you had to be like, oh, will this take away from the value of what I do and my natural talent and my hard work? Like it's that we have so much
Mhm.
progress, I think, that we still need to make because
Yeah.
like,
I feel like we're definitely getting there though.
yeah.
Little by little, but I was watching this interview with Madonna a long time ago. It's like from the 90s or something. And she was just saying like it might not make my time easier, but
Mm,
if from what I do, it makes the girl after me, it makes her time easier. And then what she does, it makes the girl after her, makes it easier for her. That's all I want, is just for it to be easier for the girl after me. That's all that matters,
yeah.
and it's like, I think it's true, like we're kind of making little baby steps here. So like it might not happen overnight, but eventually we're bound to get there eventually, right? I hope.
Yeah, yeah. And and our paths, like you just said, like our paths were made for us by every single other queen who walked before us.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even the Madonnas of the world. I mean, she's not a DJ producer, but it's still like it's
A woman in
every
music, it's the same,
yep, 100%, 100%. So
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, by the way. And thank you for
Oh,
being you because like I mean, we're here because we're doing what we're doing and you are such a huge, example for that. I love like looking
yeah.
at a lineup and going, "Oh, there she is. There's my girl. There's my other girl." Like that's
Yeah, I
we
mean, hopefully, I mean, I'm seeing more and more women on there, and I just hope it continues.
yeah.
And I hope that women keep getting the placement that they deserve as well.
Has your have you had any experiences like that you'd like to like being a woman out here and starting out as one, versus now where you're relatively established and so you can you got a little bit more leverage under your name or clout under your name.
Well, I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, it's still like there's still will always be like issues regarding, regarding that kind of thing. I remember it was like a few years ago, I played this outdoor indoor, it's like outdoor, but it was like in this big tent. This show with like a bunch of other DJs, and it was like a day, it was like a 1 day festival kind of thing. There was like maybe like 6 DJs or something. And they had the VIP DJ bathrooms or whatever behind the stage.
Yeah.
And there was like it was like one of those portable things where there's like a few like bathrooms in there,
Yep.
but they didn't have a women's, they only had men's. So in order for me to go to the bathroom, I had to wait outside and wait for all the men to come out and quickly use the bathroom before another man could come in to use it. It's like
Wow.
stuff like that. It's like really like, because they just assume it's all men DJs. So why would we need a women's bathroom kind of thing, It's like stuff like that where it's just like, and I don't care, like we can have all gender bathrooms. It's just like sometimes I don't feel comfortable using the
A
same bathroom as
urinal.
like some drunken dudes, like
Yeah, that's like a basic, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't have to worry about people walking in while you pee. Like
exactly. Like,
a
yeah, exactly.
basic human right that I'm sorry, did we
It's a
just
basic
not
human right, like a toilet.
Hi, for my artist writer, I would like a toilet appropriate for
Yeah,
my gender.
the bare minimum, please. Thank you.
I would like and water. Water would be great too.
Doesn't matter for men or for women, just any water is fine with me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Where do you see yourself in let's 5 years? Let's do 5 since we're coming up on New Year's and all those New Year's resolutions.
Um, I don't know. I've been thinking about it more and more. Like maybe I'll have my own festival.
Sick.
Like all women's festival. I've been thinking maybe.
Yes, girl.
But I don't know. It's honestly just a thought right now. So we'll see in 5 years. But I don't know. I think maybe I'd like to have my own radio show one day too, and maybe my own label. But for now, I'm having a lot of fun just making music and touring right now.
Yeah.
But as far as like bigger goals go, yeah, I definitely want to like, I don't know, maybe have my own festival, but I also want to write music for other people too.
Like vocals and stuff when you say writing.
I mean, no, like all the music,
Oh, okay, cool.
like actual like songs for other people.
Yeah, yeah. That would be, I mean, that seems like a natural transition for you. Do you have any personal goals for the next 5 years that are not music related? Like who's Vanessa the
Um,
person?
I think just be healthy and maybe get to spend more time with my family.
Mm.
Pretty much it.
What's like the best advice that somebody's ever given you in life in general? It doesn't have to be career oriented.
I think my dad told me a while ago, like I'm really empathetic, so I really like I'm always like worried about other people, like are they having fun? Are they okay? Like, and my dad told me a long time ago, just sometimes you just have to look out for yourself and look out for number one. And so that's something that I have to like keep reminding myself, just to make sure that like I'm feeling okay and I'm doing okay and like over other people sometimes. So I guess just like checking in on yourself, like mentally.
Yeah, yeah. What do they always say? You got to put the mask on in the plane on yourself before you can help others.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, I've
Yeah.
noticed with like women, we're naturally such like nurturers and like
Yeah.
caretakers. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what age, like we just naturally like, oh, are you good? What do you need? Can I help you? Hey, I
Yeah.
remembered to bring this for you because you're always hungry, like
Mhm.
stuff like that. And it's like, I forget to eat sometimes. And then like last
Yeah.
night, it was like 10 p.m. I was like, what is this strange sensation in my stomach? Oh, it's hunger. Like, but I
Here's
remembered to
my
check on like,
oatmeal at
yes!
2 p.m. My breakfast oatmeal.
Exactly. But I remembered as I was driving to check on my girl Amanda to see if her back was still hurting. And, like,
Yeah, exactly.
but I
Yeah.
forgot to feed myself. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a
absolutely.
balance for sure. I kind of feel like, I got to make sure everyone else is happy in order for me to be happy sometimes. But so it's just like, it's a balance, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's human too, like, of course,
Yeah.
if you care about someone, like, and they're feeling good, you feel good. Or at least if you're a
Exactly.
good
If someone
human.
else is not feeling good, it's going to make me feel not good. So I got to figure out how to make them happy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Just
can't do everything. I have to remember.
can't do everything. Just get everyone oatmeal.
Yeah.
What is in your oatmeal? What kind of how do you take your oatmeal?
It's like these overnight oat things I just found the other day. It's called mush. It's just
It's
like
called mush.
yeah, it's like overnight oats kind of thing. And I just
Oh,
put flax seeds in it, have hearts, chia seeds, and bananas.
that's the breakfast of DJs.
Sometimes. I don't always have it, but
I have tons of oatmeal in I panic bought oatmeal during the pandemic, so I get it. I don't know. It was
I
the only
used
thing
to
left
not
on the
like it.
shelves.
I used to not like it. I'm like, this is easy. And it's cold. I don't know why I like it cold.
Oh, cold oatmeal?
Yeah.
Girl.
It's like eating glue. But I love it. I don't know.
Did you just say it's like eating glue, but I
Yeah,
love it?
it's like so sticky and like chewy, but it's so good.
You guys, just to be clear, she's talking about oatmeal.
I'm not eating glue.
That's the headline for this interview. I like eating glue dash Vanessa.
Vanessa eats glue with bananas in it.
All right, so we are all set on like we just wrapped your personal interview on that, but we do usually do a speed round at the end of it, and it's just like really quick, like 10 to 15 questions, and you've seen these. You just answer them like as fast as possible. First answer that comes to your head.
Okay.
If you want to pass on anything, you can totally pass.
Okay.
It's just well, we'll start with the easy ones.
Okay, yeah, let's do easy first.
Because we just did oatmeal. How do you take your coffee?
With oat milk and stevia. I'm so high maintenance right now. This is crazy.
You're so LA right now.
Oh, what?
Just kidding. I thought you were gonna say with oatmeal. With oatmeal and stevia.
Put a bunch of oatmeal in it. I don't drink my coffee. I eat it.
I mean, you called it mush.
Yeah.
It's like you can multitask.
I mean,
Get your
this would be
caffeine
good with
and
coffee
your
in it.
fiber and your protein all in one shake.
They should make that coffee with oatmeal with coffee in it. That sounds amazing.
That might not be terrible. It might also be terrible. You try it. We'll try it live next time and you let me know. It'll be like
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Amazing. Okay. What is a Mariah Carey shot?
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. It's half Fireball and half rum chata, and then you like shake it over ice, and it tastes like Christmas.
Did you make that up? Is that your drink?
No, it was called we used to do them all the time, and they were cinnamon toast crunch shots. And then I was randomly in Vegas and we saw they had the ingredients, and me and my friend Felicia decided to rename it the Mariah Carey shot because she owns Christmas now.
She does own Christmas now.
Yeah,
so
it's
it pretty
hers.
much is a Mariah Carey shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. We should just, dude, everyone should have a Mariah Carey shot.
It's really good, but there's a lot of sugar, so you're going to get hungover.
I mean,
just drink some water. You'll be okay.
She does drink a lot.
There you go.
Okay. Got it. Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Ooh. I think Thanksgiving because the
Okay.
food.
Marvel or DC?
What?
Ah!
I don't even.
Never mind.
Like the comic book? Okay.
Yes.
None. I don't know.
That answered my question real fast.
Scarlett Johansson. That's the one.
That's the blanket panic answer to anything. Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. I love her, by the way. Shout out to Black Widow.
Oh, you know what? I liked the Wanda Witch show.
WandaVision. Yes, that was fire. Yes, that was fire.
Okay.
Favorite show on Comedy Central?
The Office.
What are you hoping to get for Christmas?
What did I don't even. Oh, maybe an Apple Watch.
Those are pretty fire now. I didn't.
But I just asked for candles and stuff, and I don't know.
Girl, go hard or go home. Ask for the Apple Watch.
Should I? Okay.
Worst case, you get the candles.
I'm gonna ask Santa Claus for a bunch of Dirty Bird merch. Sometimes they send it to me.
Apple Watch can totally count as Dirty Bird merch.
Okay.
I think, right? Just like put a sticker on it.
And that's going on my list, Apple Watch.
Yes. If you had to pick a new artist name, what would it be?
Ooh, that's tough. That's something I would have to think about for a long time, but
fair enough.
I would love to pick a new artist.
Who's your favorite? Who's your most played non-EDM artist, non-electronic artist?
Like something I just listen to?
Yeah.
Just like driving around or something?
Like on your Spotify Wrapped, outside of all the dance music, what would it say is like your top?
Probably Glass Animals.
Oh, okay, cool.
I love Glass Animals. Or I really like a lot of like 2000s like indie rock, like Death Cab for Cutie and like Arcade Fire, like stuff like that.
Well, you were a former drummer or still currently a drummer. So yeah. 3 last questions. What is on your cell phone wallpaper? And can we see it?
Right now it's just a picture I took from a plane.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful. I do that too. I take so many like out the window photos. I'm like, wait, these all look the same. Who wants to see these?
I know. And then I look, I'm like, what is this blurry mountain range? It's stupid.
But you really feel like you're doing something too. When
oh my God, I feel like I'm a photographer.
Same. Okay, last thing you ordered on Amazon.
What did there's something in my car. Oh, you know what? It's an ergonomical mouse. It like looks like this, like the clicking things are like on the side and the wheels right here.
Yeah.
So you use it like this instead of like this because I think I might have carpal tunnel.
Girl, same. These like magic mouses are not the business.
No, well, I'll let you know how mine is. I just ordered it. So like you kind of, you don't have to twist your wrists like this. It's just like this. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I like that you just keep going like this to demonstrate how.
This sun's like coming in right now too. So it's like
we're gonna just play this as like the international DJ greeting.
yeah, my hands like cramped and I can't shake people's hands anymore.
I mean, it's relatable though.
No, producer problems.
Yeah. Hashtag producer problems.
I haven't even been doing it for that long either. Like, damn, people's hands must be messed up.
Maybe if we don't notice it. Like, first of all, you definitely have tinnitus because I already have that from DJing and producing. But like,
it could be from my phone too.
Yes. Yeah, because you like, dude, I always have to crack my fingers and stuff after.
Me too.
I know.
They don't have ergonomical iPhones.
You know what? That'd be interesting to have like but then it'd be massive, like because you'd probably have to hold it like this.
I don't know why I'd probably leave it alone more if it was.
Yeah. Because then if you had to hold this giant ball of a thing, because your hand would have to wrap around it, you wouldn't want to keep
make it really heavy too.
Yeah.
And then I'll never use my phone. It'd be great.
We'll never even bring it anywhere because girls, they don't make pockets on stuff for us because they're not cute. Like we can't.
And then I'll learn directions and I'll know where I'm going all the time and I won't need my phone. I don't see any downsides to this.
Nope. I think somebody should make that, and if not, then we will.
Us.
Last
pending, everyone.
What?
It's already trademarked.
Yep. It's on record, so you know. Last question. If you could tell your 5-year-old self anything, what would it be?
I would say stop worrying, but I wouldn't listen to that. So I would just say, you're doing great. Keep going.
You know what? Sometimes that's all we need is somebody to tell you that, because a lot of us grew up even without somebody saying that. So I feel that.
I think so. Like, just keep going. You got this.
I love that. And that is a beautiful way to end this interview. Thank you so much for being here, Vanessa.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. I love it. I love the energy. I love the music, and keep killing it out there. Keep killing it out there for yourself and all the women, all of us out here in the industry. So yeah, y'all make sure you check out her latest single. What is it called? Go ahead and plug it.
It's called When Will I See You? It's with Lenny Kaiser and Neon Superblack, and it came out on Friday on RDA Records, which is Walker and Royce's new record label.
Sick. And she also has upcoming shows, and she also has, I think, an upcoming release even after that. So make sure you check her out.
I believe coming out this month.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today with my girl, Vanessa. You can hit her up at VNSSA on all social media, and make sure you follow Gray Area as well. We are at Enter Gray Area on Instagram and Twitter. And of course, my name is Ryden at official Ryden, RYDEN. Until next time, keep it locked.